Today we are going to solve the simultaneous equation using a graphical method, and the example which we will be solving is this. The first equation is x minus y is equals to 1 and 5x minus 3y is equals to 1. So we will find the solution of these two simultaneous equations by using a graphical method. Okay, so let us solve these two equations first. So the first most important thing while solving the simultaneous equation using a graphical method is that we have to at least find four ordered pairs for a given each equation. Okay, that is for the x minus y equals to 1 equation, we have to at least find four coordinates to plot on the graph. Okay, similarly for the second equation, that is 5x minus 3y is equals to 1, we have to at least find four coordinates which we will be using to plot on the graph and then find the solution of the equation. Okay, so let us solve now. Solving for the equation 1, that is x minus y is equals to 1. Okay, now here we have been given a value of x, y. Okay, we have been given some value of x and y. For example, these values which are in red color, that is 0, 0, -3 and -3, these are given in the question. So by using these given value, we can find the other unknown value. Okay, so we will find these values. So by putting x is equals to 0 in equation 1, we get the value of y as -1. Similarly, the given value for the second coordinate is y is equals to 0. So by using this y equals to 0, we can easily find the value of x as 1. Okay, similarly, we will find for the third coordinate. Okay, we will solve by using the given value and we'll find the other unknown value. Okay, now for the fourth coordinate, we have been given as the y is equals to -3, and by using this y is equals to -3, we can find the value of x is equals to, we can find the value of x as -2. Okay, now the values which we have found now, okay, we have to present this data into a tabular form. So I have made this table here. This is my x column, y, and this is my xy value I will write here. Okay, so this these are my four coordinates: 0 and -1, 1 and 0, 3 and -4, -2 and -3. I will plot these four coordinates on the graph. Okay, now similarly I will solve for equation number 2. Okay, so solving for equation number 2, that is 5x minus 3y is equals to 1. I have been given the some values of x and y are given, and by using those given values, we can find the other unknown values. So here I have been given the value of x as 2, and by using this x is equals to 2, I can find the value of y as, I found the value of y is equals to 3. Similarly, for next coordinate, the value which is given is y is equals to 8. By using this given value, I found the value of x is equals to 5. Similarly, for the third coordinate, I have been given the value of y as -2, and by using this given value, I have found the value of x is equals to -1. Okay, these are simple substitution sums. Okay, we just have to substitute the values and we can find the unknown value. Okay, similarly for the fourth coordinate, we have been given the value of x as -4, and by substituting in equation 2 the value of x as -4, we got the value of y as -7. Now we have to present these data, these values of x and y in a tabular form. So I have drawn this table here, and I have put this x and y values here. So these are my four coordinates: 2 and 3, 5 and 8, 1, -1 and -2, -4 and -7. These are my four coordinates for the equation number 2, and I will use these four coordinates to plot the graph. Okay, now we will plot these graphs. Now let us plot these coordinates on the graph and find the solution of these two equations. Okay, now we will plot the graph by using an online tool known as Desmos. Okay, students, we will plot these by using our Desmos graphical tool. So what is Desmos? It is a graphical calculator. Okay, a graphical calculator is a handheld computer that is capable of plotting graphs, solving simultaneous equations, and performing other tasks with variables. Okay, so let us quickly see what is a how does this Desmos graphical calculator how we can access this Desmos graphical calculator. So for that we have to open our Google page. Okay, and here I will type Desmos graph. Okay, I have typed this Desmos graph and enter. Now, so I will get many options here. Okay, so I will click on the first one, graphing calculator Desmos. When I click on this, the main page, the home page of this Desmos graphical calculator opens up. Okay, so how it looks like this. Okay, this main page. And here you can see this is a graph settings. So when I click on this, so I get this drop down. So, and here is the option of grid or without grid. So now my graph is in grid form. Okay, if I want it without grid, I just simply have to click here. So it will become plain. But I want my graph in grid manner. So I will click on this. Now I will put arrows on both of my axes, that is x and y axis. So I have a click on these arrows. I will name my x and y axis. So this is my x axis. Okay, and this becomes my y axis. See, I have typed here and it got named here. Okay, y axis, and this is my x axis. So these are my two axes here. Now what I have to do, you can see this plus sign here. So I will click on this plus sign. Now a drop down comes. There are many options here: expression, note, table, folder, and image. Okay. So we have to click whatever we want. So for now, for plotting this simultaneous equation, I need a table. So I will click on this table and this type of table will appear. Okay. Now, you all can see that there are two columns here. Okay, one is x, one is for the x value and the other one is for y values. So I just have to simply plot my two values here. Okay, students. So what are my two values for the equation one? I will see here. For equation one, my first value is 0 and minus 1. Okay, so I will plot here 0 minus 1. Okay, the moment I write my values here, you all can see the point got automatically plotted here. My next value is 1 and 0. So I will plot 1 and 0. Okay, you all can see it got automatically plotted here. The third value of my equation 1 is 3 and minus 4. So I will plot here 3 and minus 4. Okay, okay. My fourth value is minus 2 and minus 3. So minus 2 and minus 3. Okay, my points got plotted here. Now what is the next step? Now what I have to do, again I have to click on this plus sign and again this drop down will come. Now I will click on this expression. Okay, the moment I click on this expression, I get a space to write my expression or my equation. So what is my first equation? Which the equation which we have just plotted. Okay, so the first equation is x minus y is equals to 1. This is my first equation. So the moment I write my expression or equation here, the points are automatically joined by a line. Okay, now similarly we can continue in this table only. Okay, similarly we can plot for equation number 2, that is 5x minus 3y is equals to 1. So let us plot the 4 coordinates of the second equation. So what is the first coordinate for the second equation? 2 and 3. So we will write 2 and 3. So see, I wrote 2 and 3, the first value here, and it got plotted here. Okay. My second coordinate for the second equation is 5 and 8. So I will write 5 and 8. My third coordinate is -1 and -2, -1 and -2. My fourth coordinate is for equation 2 is -4 and -7. -4 and -7. Okay. Now, the same thing we have to do again. Again, I have to click on this plus sign and I will click on the expression. Okay. Expression, I click. So I get a space to write my equation or expression. So what is my equation? My equation is 5x minus 3y is equals to 1. Okay. So I will write 5x minus 3y is equals to 1. Okay. Now, so we got the two lines for the two equations here. And how do we find the solution of the two equation? The solution of this two equation is simply the intersection point of these two lines. So this is my intersection point. Okay, students. So when I click on this, so this is the intersection point of these two lines, and these two lines meet at -1 and -2. Okay, students, these two lines meet at -1 and -2. So the solution of my equation x minus y is equals to 1 and 5x minus 3y is equals to 1 is -1 and -2. So this way we can easily solve a simultaneous linear equation by using a graphical method, and we can solve this by using a traditional graph paper also, but we can easily solve by using this Desmos graphical calculator. Okay, so this is it, this is how we can solve using a Desmos graphical calculator. Okay, and find the solution of the two equation.